Do not let them in.
Yes. But what are they? They could be extraterrestrial.
But they're so cute and they're frightened. Please
They
let
could
me
be
in.
ghosts.
I can't find my mommy and my daddy.
Or they could
Help
be
me.
demons.
We are speaking, of course, of the Black Eyed Kids,
The black-eyed children.
the Black Eyed Children. So, what are the Black Eyed Children? If you don't
Yeah.
know, count yourself lucky because you've never encountered one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Vampires?
Oh, there's many things.
Yes.
Let's begin at the beginning,
Let's dive
shall
in. Let's
we?
dive in. Yeah.
So, 1996, a journalist by the name of Brian Bethel
Yep.
claimed
In
that
Abilene, Texas, by the
in
way.
Abilene,
Yep.
Texas, he claimed that he was accosted in a parking lot one night by some kids who insisted he give them a ride.
Yeah. Yeah. Right outside the movie theater.
Yep, yep,
The kids come up. Hey, could you drive me to my mom's house so I can get some money for the movie? Funny thing
exactly.
was,
Their eyes.
their eyes. Plus, the movie was already 45 minutes into playing.
Exactly. Now, these kids, all of them, their eyes were completely blacked out. Completely.
Old boy beat feet out of there.
Absolutely.
He, but when he looked back, they were gone.
Mhm.
Literally wrenched that thing in reverse, took off, looked in the rear view, and they weren't there.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
But here's
So
the thing, there have been reports all over the world.
yeah,
People started
yeah.
coming up and going, "Oh my God, I had an incident. I saw this, I saw that." Sometimes they come to your door.
Hmm.
Have you seen my lost puppy? Can I come in? Don't let them in. But what happens if you let them in?
Yeah. So there was a story in Connecticut. I couldn't find any substantiation to that story, but supposedly an elderly couple let him in and then had cancer and died a little bit later.
I have read stories of calamity, mayhem,
Yeah.
the house burning down, car accidents, things that it can be written off. It can
Yeah.
be written off because this is a very new, we call them urban legends now, but they're folklore. They're modern folklore and they can be written off. But here's the thing. Anybody who watches Supernatural, one, you're super cool. Two, what do the demons look like?
Yeah. Black eyes.
Black eyes.
Hmm.
And historically, throughout the world, folklorically, demons are depicted as having hollow, blacked out eyes,
Yep.
which denotes the fact that they lack a soul, they lack any sort of humanity or any sort of light. And one thing we've noticed in the paranormal field, and maybe you can go into this a little bit more,
Mhm.
is sometimes when you're out investigating a location,
I'm waiting for it. I
specifically
know what you're talking about.
one
Yep.
that's a little more, maybe it's an asylum or something, and you hear a child,
Child. Yep.
what is it?
Child crying or
Hmm.
child, activity around there. It's 9 times out of 10 some sort of negative entity or demonic presence that is luring you into something or luring you away from something. I've had actually a video of going out into cemetery investigations, and we've had children giggling and running around, and yeah,
Yikes.
we've had a sensitive actually break down, start crying in the area of that area, and then have stomach pains and all that. So
This is why I say I will tell you time and time again, don't go into cemeteries to
yes, definitely.
investigate. Why?
Yep.
Because more often than not, what is in the cemetery is not the soul of a deceased human.
Yeah.
It is
It
something else.
this was probably the first 5 years that I started investigating, back from 1998 to about 2022. 2020, or I'm sorry, 2002, 2003. And this was before all the TV shows came out and all the technology, and we we went out to investigate. We went out to curiously look for things until we found things that we didn't want to look for. So, we've had situations where we had shadow figures, we had eerie feelings that we had to get out. We
Right.
had, negative energies. It was
And
bad.
just like the Black Eyed Kids,
Yep.
once you open the door, you're
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly, you're
Oh
screwed.
yeah, definitely. And um and I just looked around doing research on black eyed children. There's this
Mhm.
user on Reddit, user JDolph, that they put in that from the time they were 16 till 23 was plagued by one of them in the sleep. Yeah,
Ooh.
sleep paralysis. Um, being approached and being terrorized by these children with
But
black
that can
eyes.
go back into
Yeah.
the alp, the mara, the succubus, the incubus,
Yep.
things like that. And this is just a form that it's taking. It's taking the form of a
So
child.
so let's digress. Let's shift gears here. Could they be aliens, extraterrestrials?
Small,
Hmm.
humanoid,
Yep.
completely blacked out eyes. Now, if you want to go even further back, there is the Irish legend of changelings.
Ah, so
Children
we
who
could
were
start getting
taken,
into the ethereal or
right.
the
And
yeah.
often fairyologists say that modern UFOs are actually fairy stories, whereas ufologists will say that the older fairy stories are UFO
Yeah,
stories.
yeah. So elementals, we can't rule
Right.
them out either because
So,
changelings, it's
changelings, a child that has been swapped out.
doppelgangers, different
Doppelgangers,
things like
yeah.
that. That's
There's
changelings.
there's also indigenous tribal lore
Hmm.
about these small creatures. So here's the question. What are the black-eyed children? Are they a modern incarnation of something that's much, much older, or are people just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, yeah. I'm my whole thought is I think I'm leaning towards I think I'm leaning towards like some sort of I don't know because it could be now we're getting into the vampiric or but
True.
you know from the vampiric point of view, the vampire point of view,
Hmm.
that could be a whole negative influence anyway. So
Vampires are, for me, I think vampires are in and of themselves a separate category.
yeah, yeah,
But, and here's my theory, something along the lines of an absence of a soul.
yes,
I think it is some sort of creature, perhaps a modern incarnation of some sort of soulless creature. Now, here's the thing. As a historian during my studies, I learned that when Christianity started taking off back, the Christian priests would literally stand in the streets and curse the pagan priest, calling them demons. So I have a theory, not something I want to put into practice, but I have a theory that many of the demons that are, they come across today are actually those pagan priests who were cursed in the streets and called demons.
quite possibly,
That's my theory. That's
quite
my
possibly.
theory. Outside of that, there are evil entities that I believe have always been on Earth. They
And I
have
think they're more of an
never,
elemental point of view.
right, or even just like a negative spiritual entity that just simply
Oh
exists.
yeah, because even in death,
Hmm.
you are who you are.
Oh,
So
absolutely,
even if you're a
absolutely.
serial killer in death, you're going to have that negativity around you.
Well, if you become a ghost,
Yeah, if you yes.
but that's a whole other can of
Oh
worms.
my God, yes.
Whole other can of
Yeah,
worms.
because then you get into reincarnation, and you get into other dimensions,
We're
and
talking
then
about the black eyed
yeah. So
kids.
we're talking about so
Children.
in
I think it is some sort of soulless or evil entity
yep.
that has existed for a millennia, maybe for the entire
That's
time
what
the earth
yeah.
has been here.
Yep.
And I think, this is just my opinion, it is a modern incarnation
It's a whole
of that.
yeah. It's a whole type of elemental. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Like a
How
ship, like a
else?
shapeshifter, changeling, whatever you may call it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And it has gone by different names throughout the centuries. So here's the thing, some spooky little kid comes up to your door and says,
Now
"Hey, give me a ride."
they've been saying anywhere in between ages. I think it was like um eight eight to 8 to 16 or something like that.
Mhm.
Like within that area there.
Well, I
So
mean,
anywhere from like a small child to a teenager.
have you ever dealt with like a small kid in
Oh yeah, they're demons on itself.
preteen and going into teenagers?
Yeah.
God love them. God, I love them, but they're not thinking right. They're not
Oh
thinking
yeah.
right.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. And sometimes they could be a little monsters.
So let me know what you think.
Have you had an experience with one of the black-eyed kids?
Yep. Or have you known anyone that has come in contact with one?
There are reasons these legends keep coming back
And there are
through the
newer
years.
legends too.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
the farthest I've seen was so far somebody mentioned back in the 40s.
Interesting.
Now they've been saying earlier like the 90s now, but one person said yeah there's been 300 reportings, but it's hearsay. It's all hearsay. But
Okay.
this reporter was
Hmm.
back in the 90s. So
Exactly.
yeah.
I think it's a new take on an ancient legend.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's my thought.
That's really cool or point of view perspective. So let us know what you think, and that's all for now. For now. Oh, by the way, beach reads, beach reads with Widow's Bay. Oh my God, totally not even what I was thinking. Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers, but check it out. So have a good rest of the week. We'll see you next weekend.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Bye bye.